Hello anyone and everyone, welcome back or to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on the Booktube newbie tag questions. I have about 10 that I found by looking online. I don't really have too much to say other than I didn't really like plan out the answers. I'm kind of doing this unscripted, so my answers, I just wanted them to be genuine and to be like upfront and kind of, without much thought, I guess. I thought maybe that might be best way to go about doing it. We'll see. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna get straight into the questions. So question number 1, why did you start this channel? I started this channel for a few reasons. Biggest reason is I just kind of wanted to vlog my experience of getting back into reading. It used to be not obsession, it used to be a passion of mine, and I kind of fell out of that a little bit, and now I'm back, and I really want to kind of like vlog my sort of progression and my just, I guess, adventure into reading again. New chapter, but also the community. Booktube community is wonderful. Everyone I watch, everyone I talk to, even on my Instagram page, I get so many comments from people just saying like, welcome to the community. This is a great place. Like, you're gonna love it. Like, we're so glad to have you here. And it's just such a great vibe. I love watching people review books and talk about books and get ideas for next reads, and it's such a great community, and I just really want to be a part of it, and I really want to add content, and I really want to talk about books. I really just want to talk about them. I don't really have very many friends or relations or anything like that that are as heavy a reader as I am. Not that I'm like a crazy heavy reader, but just like read as much or what I like to read. So this is kind of an outlet where I get to talk about it. And so that's the main reasons I started the YouTube channel. Number 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? I think I would have to say unique is I'm really trying to try out different things. I really want to do more stuff. Like I did a TBR video where I did sort of an art project, and I did it over the progression of about 4 days, I think it was. And I just did just some time-lapsing through the art project, and I voice overed what my TBR was going to be for the month of November. Doing something like that was very fun and very creative. I don't know like how popular that would be, or if people would continue to like something like that. I also really love journaling, so I really want to do maybe some videos on journaling for like a reading journal. Just stuff like that I think would be really fun and creative, and maybe not so much unique, but it's going to be unique because it's going to be my style. I'm unique, every person is unique. So there's that. And then I also just really want to, I don't really see a lot of people talking about certain style books that I really like. Like I haven't seen very many people really dive into cozy mysteries. I've read quite a few series. They're older series, granted, like early 2000s. Some of them have releases within the last 2 years, but I really want to talk about those style books, as well as something I don't really see people talk about is a lot of comedy. I really love like comedy fantasy, and I've read probably like that I can think of like the 5 or 6 off the top of my head that I would love to talk to you guys about. So like I really want to start diving into maybe subgenres that I don't hear people talk too much about. They're things that I really enjoy. So that's something to come and something I want to bring to this channel. Okay, question 3. What are you most excited for about this new channel? I just said that. I just kind of answered that in the previous one, but kind of diving into subgenres, talking about maybe stuff that people don't really read a lot about, probably discovering new series and getting involved in them, and then being able to talk about them and being able to look back on maybe this time next year, looking back on what I've read then and what I've read at that point in time. Like just looking back on what my journey has been with reading and how maybe my reading has changed, as well as bringing out some new subgenres that people aren't really talking about, and maybe starting up a conversation about those books. So those are some things I'm excited about. Okay, question 4. Why do you love reading? I feel like the biggest part of reading is, and I think for most people, and probably why a lot of people started YouTube, booktube channels in the pandemic, is for escape. Reading allows you to escape your reality. Not that my reality is bad in any way, shape, or form, but sometimes you just want to walk in somebody else's shoes for a little while, and the person that you want to walk in, those shoes you want to walk in, you want something outside of something you could ever imagine experiencing. I mean, when you walk in those characters' shoes, when you become the character, or you see the perspective of the character, you're also getting to come into the mind of the author's imagination, you know? Like, that's so cool. Like, that's such a trippy thing to think about, you know? That's the only chance you're gonna get to really feel what someone else is feeling or experience with someone else's experience, because the author's going to tell you, like, this person felt this, or they're nervous about this, or this is something that bothers them because of this past thing that no one would really know, you know? And then you get to get described these beautiful places, or these cool places that I'll never go, you know, I'll never see, and because I get to see them through a book, it allows me to kind of have that sort of escape. So that's, I know it's a really like weird way to talk about it, but that's one of the biggest things I love about books. Also, my mom and I used to read a lot when I was younger together. Like on the weekends, we'd just chill and read, and it just makes me think of her. And I really love that comfort feeling of my like the positive childhood memories and hanging out with my mom and stuff like that. So, okay, question 5. What book or series got you into reading? I'd have to say the series that got me in, or like maybe the first series I truly remember loving and reading, was the Chronicles of Narnia series. My mom started reading them to me. I did end up reading the last few by myself, but my mom was the one who mainly read them to me, and that just, the passion that my mom put into reading, she's such a great narrator, would make me really want to read them and really want to read other books and really want to get into more fantasy and more adventures and stuff like that. So that one definitely started me off. I also really enjoyed, and I don't know, can you see it? No, it's too, I have a few of these. This one's from my legit childhood. Like, it's still the original one. It's the Calvin and Hobbes. This is like, oh, it's beat up. Like, it's so beat up. The pages, oh my god. The page, I don't know if I can show the camera. The pages are all twisted, turned. It's beat up. I have 2 of them. I'm not gonna get the other one, but Calvin and Hobbes was something I really read a lot when I was younger. I love funny, I love humor, I love comics, so I definitely read a lot of that. And then ElfQuest, which I used to read this a lot too when I was younger, and I loved the series. My mom used to have like collection books with like the collections of these, so it wasn't the individual comics. I've kind of been collecting them on the side by myself just because I love the comic series, but that's another series that I used to really love to read that got me into reading as well. I mean, obviously Harry Potter, but this was after I was into it, you know. The obsession was already there. That was just feeding it. Let's see. Okay, question 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Probably the main question I would ask any booktuber, anyone. And if anyone watches this, please, in the comments, please help a sister out, please. How do you all give such good synopsises? Because I'm terrible at it. How do you do it? How do you do it? I don't get it. There's one booktuber, I think I'll try to put the tag in. There's one booktuber, I'll try to put the tag in this video or down in the comments below. I think her name's Alexandra Roselyn. That girl, she's talented. She's so talented. She can give like the synopsis of a book like magic. Like she's reading it, but she's not. Or maybe she is off the camera and I don't know, but she's so good at it. I just strive to be that good. So that would be my question. How do you do it? Moving on. Question 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Probably like a time schedule, trying to be good about posting regularly. I mean, I've kind of been able to do it, but not consistent, like not like every Sunday or something like that. It's really challenging. Editing takes a little bit longer than I was hoping. Finding the time with family and a young kid and a full-time job, it's a little bit challenging to find time to squeeze in filming and then also editing. So that's probably going to be the biggest challenge, is trying to be regular and consistent with my uploads. Question 8. When did you start reading? Young. I don't remember a specific age, and I can't give you an age. My mom always encouraged reading, and I don't have a memory of when it started. Question 9. Where do you read? Everywhere. Anywhere. Whenever. Wherever. I don't know. I take a book with me when I go places sometimes if I have to wait. I read while my daughter's eating breakfast, or I read before bed, or I read during lunch break, or, you know, I listen to audiobooks when I'm doing chores or when I'm driving, like anywhere, everywhere, anytime. Last question. What kind of books do you like to read? I like to read fantasy. I like to read like rom-com romances, not super smutty. And then I like to read cozy mysteries. I love cozy mysteries. I really used to read a lot of high fantasy, and it's been a long time since I've read it, so we'll see how getting back into it is. But I would like to get back into it. I also really like to get into sci-fi. So those are probably like the main style books I like to read. I mean, I like really funny stuff. I like humor. I just like adventure. I mean, like, why does it have to be a theme? But anyways, if I was to pick a genres, those would be the genres. Okay, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this style video, you like tag videos, or you just like the video in general, please give me a thumbs up. I would love if you would subscribe, join me on this reading journal, and I hope everybody has a great, fantastic rest of your day, morning, evening, night, whatever time it is or place you're at. I hope it's good. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.